Hey everybody, and welcome back to Create Above and Beyond. Hi there. Don't be a sheep. Make sure to like the video. Actually, wait, no, because if we want everyone to like the video, then you'd want to be a sheep because everyone else is doing it. Just check out our sponsor, the like button. It's pretty cool, and let me show you what I've been up to since last time, which is mostly just optimizing the Nether setup. I mean, as I said I was gonna do, I sped up the pump so that the spouts over there, they refill quicker. I kind of realized after doing this, we have access to brass machines now. I could have used a rotation speed controller and the whole thing would have been so much simpler, but instead I didn't, and I did this. You know what? It works. 1,000 stress units, but you know what? Our water, or our lava wheels, I should say, they're still good. It hasn't overstressed the system yet, and the lava is flowing pretty well. I had to do a little bit of work quite a bit of work over here actually, because what ends up happening, the way I had it set up before, is that with just a single andesite funnel output into the basin, it ends up just putting in like 64 of one of the particular vine types, and it's always trying to take out of the first slot in the chest. So once it gets to 64, it just stops being able to add anything else, and it can't actually produce any more of the liquid soul. So instead, I had to do like this double conveyor belt filtered brass funnel system. Now we can actually do this because we have brass machines. So we output one of the vines on one side and the other vines on the other side, and that allows it to keep funneling in equivalent amounts of each of the different kinds. And it does a lot of the brass, they eject a lot of stuff really quickly. Also, underneath that, everything is like really compact here. I hope you're proud of like an efficient, compact setup here. So I have this mechanical arm. It's the first one I've ever used, and I did it in between episodes because I'm like, I'm gonna just mess up so much trying to use this thing. But the way that these work, basically, like if I break it here, is you right click on like the pickup, and then you right click on the destination, which is take from the depot here with the charcoal and put it into the blaze burner to keep it powered. The problem is, if you just have the mechanical arm consistently powered, it will just keep taking the charcoal and putting it into the blaze burner over and over and over, regardless of if the blaze burner needs it or not. So you add a comparator onto the blaze burner. There you go. And now that the blaze burner, even though it's not running, it still decreases, which is annoying. It's much slower, but yeah, it still goes down even if it's not doing any mixing, whatever. It is what it is. So anyway, when the blaze burner is good, it outputs a signal which goes into the clutch here, which stops the rotation from going through, so the mechanical arm does not operate. Then when it gets low enough, it allows the clutch to operate again, so it will pick up the charcoal, put it in, and then stop the arm again. Now, yes, there should, in theory, be a way to have a lava spout actually down here filling up a bucket of lava, which the mechanical arm could pick up and put into the blaze burner. Unfortunately, and I looked this up because it wasn't working, the mechanical arm just won't pick up the bucket of lava. There's a bug report specifically for Create Above and Beyond the mod pack about it not working, and nothing's been done about it. So it just doesn't seem to work. But whatever, we're not here like forever. This isn't chunk loaded. It's only gonna be going on when I actually, feed in some precision mechanisms. So let me go ahead and turn these around here really quick. And then now they do like, I don't know, a stack at a time. They're insane. But let me throw the precision mechanisms into here, and now we should get to see the whole system going at full steam ahead, which now the liquid soul is the limiting factor here because we have to wait for it to, mix and then get sent through again. This isn't quite as fast a pump as the other one, but eventually it refills up and it'll keep processing them, and these things fill back up like super quickly. Anyway, so we have like a stack and a half plus what I had in my inventory right here, which is enough to make quite a few of the zinc machines. So good to go. So whenever I need to grab more of these, I just come in here with some precision mechanisms and we just throw them into the chest. I don't know, watch a show for a little bit, and then they pop into here and we're good to go. I could up the speed even more here if I wanted to make this a little bit quicker, but it seems to be working. It's getting the job done, and we're good. And we're gonna need these actually because interesting thing, people were recommending doing mega torches. I didn't even realize they were in the mod pack. But guess what they're made from? Zinc machines. So yeah, this is convenient. We went through all this suffering with the stupid hoglins and stuff in order to be able to get this so they don't spawn anymore. So let's actually use our very first zinc machine here in order to make a mega torch. So we got that there and that there. Mega torch, huge maneuvers. Plop that on down. Be gone. Foul beast. I need to put one of these back in the overworld too. All right, I just let these all go too. So that'll be enough zinc machines to keep us held over for a while, I think. Let's make more mega torches. Do I need this many zinc machines? Probably not, but I'm gonna do it anyway. All right, I'm gonna do 2 more here. There we go. Because I think, what is it, 64? I think it's about a 64 block radius. I can just put one, like, right here, and then the cool thing is you can just like hide these inside of walls, right? Because it's just an area of effect thing. It has nothing to do with the light actually being visible. So I don't know, let me just like hide it. Well, whatever, we can just have it plopped here for now, even though I'm gonna have to work on this area. Okay, let me show you a couple other things that I did in here in preparation for what I want to do for the start of chapter 3. Actually, no, we should unlock chapter 3. What am I doing? We're here. We made it. The groundwork has been laid with all that has been created so far. The pace should really pick up from here. Producing components for inductive technology relies on very peculiar techniques. Though, with all the new equipment ready, automating even more convoluted interactions should become a cakewalk, so they say. After hitting the check mark above, the 3rd chapter will unlock the catharsis. Okay, oh boy, this is pretty freaking crazy. Working towards a passive supply of radiant induction coils, you'll be sure to encounter some new and unfamiliar tasks. Once again, it's time to grab the wrench, restock the toolbox, and clear out a new plot or cave. I'm gonna grab some more builders here because we're gonna break a sweat. Also, mechanical auto hammer. Aside from the inductive mechanism, Invar machinery builds on a tough metal alloy between iron and nickel. Since the full refinement process of Invar takes a few lengthy steps, automation is recommended. So I dug into this a little bit just to kind of see what to expect here in the 3rd chapter. It's kind of like the 2nd chapter in that we have to get Invar in the same way we have brass, that we can make. And then you like combine the mechanism with the Invar at the end to make the machines and stuff like that. So we don't get Invar from this stuff. We just, get the thing that then combines with the Invar, which, via the Invar casings and stuff like that. But like, what's our final thing here? We need 2 radiant induction coils plus the magnet, and those apply to the precision mechanism from chapter 2 that we just finished, obviously. So the first step here, which I love actually, is we need to make crushing wheels and then crush crushing wheels to get singularities, which is great. I love it. The crushing wheel recipe, though, is like pretty simple here. So this is kind of our first thing that we have to get rolling. But also there's like a few of the following contraptions involve dropping items on the ground. Whenever a process will not backstack on over. This is like complicated. And because it's like we're dropping items on the ground instead of leaving them on belts, we need to do some fancy inventory management. And I'll probably recognize it once we get there, but it's overwhelming for the time being. Hey, you see there's a little difference here, right? I only have our andesite cobblestone drawer, and that's because you saw the crushing wheel recipe, right? The crushing wheel recipe requires any kind of cobblestone plus sticks. So what we need to do is we need to get that mechanical crafter set up going, but we need to feed it with resources. I figure we have so many of these cobblestones here, we might as well put them to use to supply some cobblestone. Obviously we could do the induction or the igneous extruders, which I'm gonna do for the iron production. But I'm like, it would be wasteful not to use this. So I have dug out this whole underground channel area that we are gonna run conveyor belts all the way from there. And also over here, our sticks are up there. We're gonna drop them down with a chute onto another conveyor belt. The conveyor belts are gonna link up over here where I don't even need to worry about light anymore because we freaking have the mega torches. This is incredible. And they're gonna run on over here. They're going to go on top of our kinetic mechanism belt that feeds over in the precision mechanism. They're gonna come around over here. And then they're gonna come up into our new factory area where chapter 3 is gonna be underway. As you can see, we have a problem over here though when it comes to the precision mechanism production, which is the screwdriver broke. I haven't replaced it because when it comes to screwdrivers, they seem to have less durability than the saws, and also they're more expensive to make. I'm gonna do the trade. I'm gonna get the unbreakable screwdriver. In the meantime, we've had a bunch of electron tubes building up anyway, so they'll start cranking out a little bit quicker. And also, I've got some tinker stuff ready to go because I want to expand the factory more efficiently. that said, let's go by our first unbreakable thing. As you can see over here, I have really drained our oak logs. I'm down to 30 stacks. We were at like hundreds before, but it's like every stack is 1 silver. So we're not buying anything for a while. We're gonna be broke after this one without much way to get more stuff. But look at this, we got lots of silver. And then I can do the trade over here. Where is it? Is it the market that allows me to do the manual exchange silver to gold? I believe here, can I do it? Wait, how do you, let me do this. How do you submit? Oh, there we go. Got it. And submit and submit and submit. And I gotta do one more submit. Perfect. Okay, we got 5 gold. Now, with our 5 gold plus 1 more screwdriver that we have to make, it's the equivalent of an Eternal Stella, but we used our Eternal Stella. I don't have enough of the X-Petrified to be able to make a new one, which is very sad. Very unfortunate, but that's okay. 1, 2, 3, and the 1, 2, unless I don't know if I had any of the other, lapis? He's saying it correctly? He's entering a new era? What is this? This is crazy. Okay, we can do this. And then, do I submit and submit? And we got it. Okay, our very first unbreakable thingamadonger. Over here, I have like 60 saws. I've put on 58 now, but like these are cheap, so I was kind of just holding off making that one unbreakable. This one though, I think it's, yeah, we just do this. And there you go. Have fun, knock yourself out. Go through that backlog, we're good to go. Okie dokie, precision mechanisms going and rolling again. Okay, so before I go expand the factory area, I wanna make a few igneous extruders because that was kind of the main reason we did the whole nether setup to begin with, because this is gonna make our lives significantly easier. I can generate cobblestone with it for the iron production. I can take it down to bedrock and I can get andesite cobblestone generating every time instead of a quarter of the time. So if I want to get more of that, that's a pretty easy thing to set up. But first, I just want to focus it here because this is not generating enough iron for it to sustain the process. The only reason why it has a buffer here is because I let a buildup happen because it wasn't running without the screwdriver. We're gonna make the yeet system no longer necessary. Kind of sad, but is what it is. I've just completed the challenge for any cobblestone. Guys, I did it. I got cobblestone. The first quest in chapter 3. He's incredible. Look at him go. The next step, crushing wheels. Okay, so let me make some pistons. Like I could actually keep the yeet pit if I wanted to, but it's a lot of unnecessary stress to be continuing to use off the windmills. It's like probably using at least 1,000 stress. And then so I'm kind of like, I don't know. I'm just gonna dispose of it. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. You worked really well. You were a good yeet pit. And now it's just pushing into the wall. It's still trying its best, man. All right, well, I guess out with the old. And actually maybe I should keep this up for the time being just so that I'm not getting blasted with the fan. No. What I'll do is just put that there. And then we can work in peace for a little bit. So the way that the igneous extruders work essentially is that you put it in the center of water, in the case of cobblestone, water, lava, and then that's that, and then you have it basically dropping into one of the mills below it, and then put it onto the belt. You can change up the blocks and get different resources. So if it's lava and blue ice with soul sand underneath, then it'll generate basalt instead. It's all dependent upon the blocks that are around it, because it doesn't really have doesn't have an interface. So you can't put things inside there. Okay, so the way I'm thinking of setting this up, it may be a little bit wonky, and I hope I actually have room to do this, because how far can I go over here before okay, so we can go that far. It should be okay, actually, I think. And the cool part about the millstones is that you can they can rotate each other. So if I put down a gear there, yeah, it spins that, and then I can put down the next mixer there. And then basically the way we're gonna have this going is we'll be igneous extruder there, and then is igneous extruder there. I think triple igneous extruders, I don't know if that's gonna be too much and overload the whole thing, but whatever. We try overkill. So then it's when this thing piles up with iron, it's gonna make our Tinker's Construct job a little bit more difficult. Maybe I should do the Tinker's tool first. Yeah, I'm just gonna get the bones in place here, and but then I'll actually get it activated afterwards. That we have enough room, actually. We have enough room. This is good. It's tight, but it's gonna work. So I wanna make a Tinker's Construct hammer because it'll let us just mine out 9 blocks at a time instead of 1, which is gonna be really nice if we want to expand out the factory more, because it's been tedious so far, even with efficiency 5. So what I'm thinking of making it out of is cobalt. And I don't know if I'm gonna do cobalt just for the head or if I'm gonna do like cobalt for head and handle or something like that. And then I'm gonna do something called rose gold. Tinker's works like really differently now than I'm entirely used to. You know, in previous versions when I used it more. But rose gold gives you more modifiers. I also modified our setup here instead of the basin. It's doing an ingot cast. I added an ingot cast over here because, you know, we're gonna need it and stuff. Anyway, rose gold is made using copper and gold in the exact same sort of setup as we do for brass. So that's convenient, right? So I'm gonna just throw some of that in there. I hope that we can make some rose gold right now. Tell me you're gonna work. Pretty please. Yeah, there we go. Beautiful. And then hopefully we can get some ingot casts coming out over here. Now, there's also some like other materials if I want to get to netherite level and stuff like hepatizon and manulin always. And it does seem to say that you can do alloying inside of here. It's just been weird. I think brass is just kind of set up differently. I have messed this up. I have, okay. Can I don't want to, well, I'm going to lose my brass bucket. Well, is what it is. I suppose I'm just gonna do a normal pipe. Is it gonna retain? It's probably not gonna retain the filter like once yeah, it's not gonna retain it, is it? Anyway, here we go. We got some rose gold. We'll have to worry about fixing the brass production in between episodes or something like that. I just hate that I have to I need to just keep a molten brass bucket on my person that I don't do anything with, and then I can just use it to reset filters when I need to. But anyway, there we go. We got 4 rose gold. Oh, I didn't waste what was in the base, and I made more brass, so. Cool. Rose gold, we can then, if we want to, we need to make casts for everything, so let me just get some gold into here. I don't know how much exactly we're gonna need. I'll just throw 4 in for now. And so, if you're not familiar with Tinkers, we have to make patterns and stuff like that. So we want to make a hammerhead pattern. Wait. Why is it different? Oh, this is the part builder. I need to get the interface is like, it's slightly different than it was before. So is it, okay, there we go. I got the stone hammer there. Cool. It used to be you make the patterns individually, but now it looks like you just use them one at a time inside of this interface. Yeah, it's just not what I'm entirely used to and stuff like that. But I think to make the hammer, it's just the tool handle. We need a tool binding, I believe, and then the hammerhead. Let me verify that. I'm really being annoying and just trying to resist actually making the Mighty Smelting Book. Because I'm like, no, I know how to use Tinker's construct. Dang it. I've done this so many times before, even though it's changed now. But what I need to do is I need to make this, it's not called a tool forge anymore. It's all different. I need to make, I think it's just a Tinker's anvil or something like that. And I look through all the different resources we can do. It seems like zinc is the easiest one to do. So I'm just going to do zinc and hope that I actually have enough to do the other bottom blocks. But all the other stuff were like more expensive alloys. All right, there we go. Not a Tinker's anvil, it's a Zinker's anvil. Oh my God, I just put this thing down. Listen to this. The echoing inside of the factory. Oh my goodness. Okay, so hammer is, oh, never mind. It's different. It's very different. Super different even. So we're gonna need, okay, I got all those wrong. It's okay. This is why I can store parts in here. Just kidding. I don't need to store parts because what we do now is we do that and we cast it in gold. It deletes the hammer and then you saw how I made the ingot cast earlier, so that's great. And then let's do the other ones. Let's do the large plate cast. And then what was it? Was it a heavy? It was a, yeah, tough handle. All right, you're making this tough on me. I see how it is. There we go. And then I guess, I think it's only 1 ingot per cast, so I'm gonna have a spare gold here. But that's okay, because that's why I have the ingot cast, so I can retrieve any spare stuff that I have left over. We might need more rose gold now that I'm thinking about it, because the large plate casts, I'm gonna do those. So this is my janky setup here. I delete the pipe, I let it generate, and then I replace the pipe. And that's definitely gonna be the best way to do this for sure. Okay, so anyway, for now, let me throw some cobalt in. The thing that I'm always concerned about is I'm like, is it gonna mix an alloy with other things? And I did actually check. Iron and gold do not mix to make electrum, because I'm pretty sure that's iron and gold do electrum. They do something, but I guess they don't do that here. But anyway, so we're gonna get that going. So we got a bunch of cobalt. Let me make I'm gonna do at least 2 parts out of cobalt. Maybe I'll do the handle and the, should I do one of the large, I don't know. They all had different like values of durability and and stuff, but every rose gold that I add will do another modifier, so I might as well do 2. It just reduces how much durability, but I can just repair it with more cobalt anyway, so it's like, it's pretty easy. All in all, and it looked like, was that ore doubling? I think did we ore double? I don't remember how many we put in, but anyway, here we go. Let's do one of the large plates in cobalt, which there's like 2 blocks, and it's, how many was that? I think there's like 5 ingots worth for a large plate, something like that. And then let me go over here, and oh God, oh no. Oh, I put too much in. Oh no, which one's it gonna output? Frick. Well, here goes nothing. Wrong one. You did the wrong one. You did the wrong thing. Oh no, what a mess. What a mess. Well, I'm getting some of my copper back, and then it's doing the one I wanted last. This is why I set up the ink cast though, because otherwise we'd be wasting a lot if we were trying to fill a base in here. Anyway, okay, there's rose gold. Is it good? Is it good? That was everything. Okay, so this is not a bunch more. Not the best process ever, but you know, we're good now. That should be enough, I think, for both the handle and the large plate. All right, let's send some rose gold into there. We have more if we need it. And then let's see. So we'll do 1 of this. 7 ingots. Will it be enough? Tell me it's gonna be enough. Don't worry, this is gonna be great. It's gonna pay off incredibly once we get through it all. Yeah, okay, it's only 4 actually. And then on top of that, we will do that. And will you be enough? I think. Yes, cool. All right, I hope we didn't eat into like too much durability. I know there's more optimum combinations and stuff like that, but this will break 9 blocks at a time and 1500 durability. If we swapped this one out for like cobalt, it would have more durability, but at the same time, repairs are pretty easy here. And this way we have 4 upgrades, and what we can do is we can just add redstone like crazy. But look at that, okay? We head over here and... God, that is a commanding sound. Okay, but let's make it go faster. Whew, all this work. Better drink a builder's tea. Refreshing. Let me take some of this cinnabar and remember to not turn it into destabilized redstone. And so with Tinkers, again, I'm gonna sort out how to travel across this factory better. It's like, it's gonna get so tedious as I just make it a straight line with further chapters further away, and we keep having to run back and forth. Actually, you know what? Everything's gonna be better once I make the whole wireless occultism storage system, which is on the to-do priority list. But there's, you know, work that needs to go into that. So what we do is we add the redstone in here, and then we get haste. And even more haste. We got hastier, but we need to go to hastierist. You think I'm making up a word, but no, it actually does end up doing that sort of thing. I could add other things like durability and whatnot, but I do honestly think like when we're using this primarily just to dig quickly to make big open areas for the factory, let's just make it super duper fast, and that'll be that. So like, hold on, let me just... Well, once all the cinnabar is done, hopefully we'll be good. But here, let me get it one more little bit here. And yeah, hastier. And now let's see how fast it mines over here. It should be quite a bit quicker. That is, I mean, it's gonna open up some bigger areas in here quite a bit quicker. Stupid gravel, get out of here. Oh yeah, it's a new era. Other than the stupid gravel. Why did I have to hit a gravel field, man? This has all been stone, and then as soon as I want to demonstrate the hammer, it's like, no, I have some gravel. Okay, well, anyway, this is exciting. Now that we've done that, I can dump this all out, and we can resume our iron process. I just didn't want to have to, you know, make a whole new freaking Tinker's Construct smeltery just to make one hammer. But it's good that we'll get the cobalt out, because then I can use the cobalt in order to, you know, get this thing repaired when we need to. Oh, shoot, dude. I didn't even get it up to hastiest. Okay, does it have 0 modifiers? It has still 1 more upgrade left. I think we might be able to get a hastiester. I think that's the name for the highest one. Okay, cool. So in theory, the way that this should all work is pretty simple. So we do basically funnels here. We do funnels on each of the extruders. And that way, every time that they generate a cobblestone, it's gonna pass it on into the millstone. Then once the millstone is done, the millstone will then proceed to pass it on to the belt. I have to add it in case chain drives. This is the input right here. So I just have to do this because I can't just extend the belt. Anyway, it's fine. It doesn't look super pretty, but it'll work, or so I hope. We're connecting all the dots, and then it'll be just add water and lava. I hope. I just want to confirm, but I think that items can go underneath. Yeah, okay, cool. Just wanted to make sure I didn't have to do slabs or something. I can just have blocks occupying the conveyor belts, which is great. Hopefully nobody has any objections to the look of things. Yeah, don't worry, we'll pretty it up in between episodes. Water, lava, and yep, there we go. There we go. It's happening. It's going. It's vroom. Frick! I forgot. Oh God. It's okay. That's gonna go into the gravel drawer. Everything else is gonna start getting turned into the other stuff. There we go. Hey, come on. You're gonna turn in time, right? You're gonna. Oh. You see the issue that we're facing here is it's moving too fast because I've now blocked the fan from hitting there. Oh, no, is it good? It's good. Oh, it's good now. I was like, wait a minute. No, the millstone, it was there previously. There's no way that it would not. Yeah, it's good. Just in the nick of time. And that's why I couldn't keep the yeet pit and still do this there, because otherwise there wouldn't have been enough room if I had like set these up there. But yeah, that's cool. Okay, hey, you can see them in action. Oh, that's so cool, actually, how it all works. They wait their turn. That's so nice of them. Yeah, all right, there we go. I think that should hopefully have picked up the pace. And the way that we'll know, I guess, is if once this fills up again, if we start building up a buffer inside of here, or if this just starts building up instead of decreasing. But there we go. Igneous extruders, making things better. And if we do ever need to, improve it any more, we can just add another belt, kind of like we did with the clay. Okay, now that we're done optimizing chapter 2 stuff, we can finally move into chapter 3. So let's put some of our brass machines to use and make mechanical crafters. Do I have any? I think I have some left over, right? I have 2 left over. How many do we need to make crushing wheels? Let's see. So in order to make crushing wheels, we need, it looks like 15, 18, 21. Cool. So let's make 21 mechanical crafters. Wait, what was the mechanical crafter recipe again? It was, crafting table. Okie dokie, I need wood. I think we still need to do 7 in order to get to 21 anyway. So, all right, that'll do crushing wheels. Now, the only issue here, right, is that we basically these start to take a lot of stress units, I think. We'll see how it goes. All right, so let's build the crushing wheel setup here. And the way that you need to do it is you need each one of them inserting into the other. Here's where it would be really nice having that angel light thing. God, this thing is an actual behemoth. Should I maybe make this like a little bit? I'm gonna lower it by 1. Okay, cool. Now, what I didn't actually know until recently, because, my experience with Create is still relatively limited, is that rather than having to do some crazy complex system where I'm trying to individually insert into each and every one of these things, what I can do is I can essentially merge ones of these into each other so that when I feed blocks into one, it will populate all of the connected mechanical crafters, and that will make it not only easy, but actually like possible to do this without having some crazy grid of like applied energistics pipes or something like that. Okay, there we go. And then we connect the inner ones like so. And now what we'll basically have is we have 1 conveyor belt feeding into the outer, just one of the outer blocks, and we have 1 feeding into the inner. It'll be sticks here and the cobblestone on the outside. And just that 1 will populate the entire thing. The $1 million question is, am I about to overstress the entire system when I enable this thing? Because each and every one of them takes quite a good bit, and this is a fast spinner right here. Do we need it going that fast? That's like, we're doing a couple thousand stress with this thing. Yeah, no, I don't think we need to do that. I'm gonna just do the double step down for now. Conserve some stress. We can always speed it up later. Also, yes, I know rotation speed controller. This is fine. It's in a straight line. It's easy enough. Okay, let's make our first crushing wheels. Actually, maybe I should wire up the conveyor belts first, and then that way we can actually, like, once we get the first crushing wheels, then we can just keep it going straight into further automation. Okay, if I've wired everything up properly here, I should just be able to connect the dots, and I decided to just do a single conveyor belt because I think it'll just be more effective and more efficient that way. So we got that going to there. I'm hoping I have everything everything done in proper directions. I've decided now that we have just a huge supply of belts, it's quicker, honestly, for us just to use belts in order to keep these going forward rather than using the encased chain drives. So, you know, bear with me on that one. And then we got that to there. And what I've decided to do over here, do we really just overstress the system? We didn't overstress the system. I thought I overstressed it for a moment, and then I was like, wait a second, it's still moving down there. And then what I've decided to do is basically, I have one drawer here. The sticks are gonna get collected first because that's only one item, and that's gonna get hoppered into the middle parts of the mechanical crafters. Then everything else, other than the sticks, which is all the types of stone, are gonna go into this one, which is going to hopper into the exterior. And assuming everything works properly, this should start automatically crafting crushing wheels for us. So, you know, fingers crossed that this all works out. So all I need to do now is add the andesite funnels, basically, which would have been easier to do before I put the belt down, but, you know, whatever. So let's do that there, and then this there, which I shouldn't have to lock, but we might once it starts to populate. And then I also just want to add a lever on here because we don't want to just, you know, start making a crazy amount of these for, wait, what do you do? Nope, stop. Oh, it passed the stick that I had in, I placed a stick in there in order to lock the thing, and it just automatically passed that in. Okay, cool. So now we just start to extract from all the drawers and hope it works. Okay, I'm pretty sure if I just put a funnel right here, it's just gonna start, yep, just dropping sticks. Frick, no, get me out. I gotta go fast. Gotta go to the other part. Hold on. And then we room over here, and then we get these exporting, and boom, boom, boom. Okay, now we follow, we move, we zoom. Okay, yep, sticks intersecting with the stone, and now it's running over. Okay, go. And hopefully it's going into the drawers properly. Tell me it's going into the drawers properly. I certainly hope so. And then, are we making crushing wheels? It's making crushing wheels. It's happening. It's not fast because we dropped down the speed here, but come on. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. And then it populates again. Let's go. It's working. The beauty is it does, like, you can do different types of cobblestone. It doesn't have to all be the same type, thank goodness. So heck yeah. And the reason I set it up this way is because I didn't want it to overcrowd. So let me add an upgrade here and an upgrade there. All I'm basically doing is taking our inventories from over there and putting it into over here. I may need to add more upgrades on this one just because you have 1/4 of the individual size because it's broken into 4. But there we go. Okay, now for the time being, I'm just gonna break that. The lever wasn't working for some reason. So this is great. Now I need to set up the crushing wheels and have the crushing wheels go into the crushing wheels. I'm gonna do a couple more upgrades here. It would take 4 to compete with that one, but I need to, at some point, I'll probably have to start adding void upgrades to various drawers here and there, but we're not there yet. Okay, let's see if this works. I'm not sure if I need to give the crushing wheels more real estate. We'll see. Okay, well, let's see if this works. The crushing wheels, they require quite a lot of stress, so I'm keeping them at fairly low speed just for now. May need to speed them up once again. We'll see how it goes, but I'm gonna have it pass through the crushing wheels, and then we just have a drawer, and this is where our singularities will go. So, all right, let's hope that this works. All I should have to do, conveyor belt going through the bottom, put this back on, and we're crushing wheels. I'm keeping some on me just so that I can, you know, put down some more because we'll probably have to use these for some other stuff. Okay, crushing wheel. It's working. We're crushing the crushing wheels. It's going. Yo, we got a singularity. Let's go. Come on, dude. So, yeah, I mean, not the fastest process. They're also, I don't know, it's pretty quick to populate. So it's really the limiting factor. I guess it takes a little bit of time to populate the outer ring of the cobblestone, but, you know, if we want to get the whole thing faster, just speed up the crushing wheels, speed up this gear. I mean, you just add more windmills, or, I don't know, people were talking about a lava boiler or something like that, which would probably put out a lot of power. But windmills are so easy, and I could just keep putting them up, especially if I do the beacon flight thing. But there we go, dude. Oh, this is awesome. All right, I was so scared when I looked at the singularities early on, man. I was like, we're gonna crushing wheels? How are we gonna accomplish this? This is crazy. And yet here we are. popping off, dude. Let's go. All right. Well, I feel like that's a good accomplishment, a good stopping point for this episode. We are, hey, we're right on our way here. Oh, wait, let's do that. Let's get the accomplishments and now grab ourselves a singularity, hold it in the palm of our hand and complete the singularity. It gets more difficult when we have to blow it up. So we're gonna get to that. But thanks for watching. Make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel to stay tuned for more episodes, and check the playlist if you missed any you want to catch up, see how we got here in the first place. And I'll see you in the next one.